Hey, welcome back to my channel, The Vending Biz. So, today we're going to talk about gumball machines. So, a lot of people want to get started in the vending business, and this is the cheapest model for people to get started. So, this is actually the way I started out. I started out with gumball machines. I built my route up, and then I ended up converting to vending machines, and just went from there. So this is also a good option for children. If you have kids, you want to get into the business, or if you're just looking to start out in a cheaper way. So right here we have this is a triple head machine, and these are actually two machines I just grabbed out of my basement from what I actually used to use these. I don't use these anymore. This is some old stuff in here. Both of these machines are very old, probably a couple years old. But this is these used to be the two machines I suggest you use. These are two real reliable machines. I never really had too many issues out of them, and I really only built my route with two machines. You don't want to use a lot of different machines. Even with the vending machines, you want to get yourself accustomed to the same type of machine. So when issues occur, you know how to deal with it. You know how to fix it. You don't have to always hire somebody or bring somebody in to fix your issues for you. If you have the same machine over and over again, the programming will be the same. A lot of the issues will be the same, so you'll be able to handle it, a lot more efficiently. But right here is a triple head, and this one is called a U-turn machine. So for smaller locations, I would suggest this one right here. It has 3 selections. I usually put my top 3 were M&Ms, Gumballs, and Skittles. Skittles, Mike and Ike's, or whatever, something fruity in here. And then, these two will always be M&Ms and Gumballs, mainly because M&Ms is a top seller everywhere. Gumballs did well, and they have a real high return on profit. And this one, you could put a lot of different selections. I believe this one was Gumballs, M&Ms, Skittles, Mike and Ike's, Reese's Pieces, and whatever else pretty much I could find in bulk. So you have a lot of options with that one. This is real good for a place where there are a lot of kids, and there's you'll get a lot of foot traffic. All right, so first thing is how they work. So question I was getting a lot, is how do these machines work? It's real simple. People put the quarters in. They only take 4 quarters. You can't put regular change in. You can't put 2 dimes in a nickel. No, it only takes quarters. It only takes actual 25-cent quarter. Anything else will just fall into the coin box. So basically, let me show you how this works. So to fill this up, you would just go like so. You have a key. This is the standard keys for those. And the lock will twist out. Alright. Boom. So after that, this comes off. And now at that point, these can come out. Take them out. Or you could just keep them in there. Most of the time I would just keep them in there, and then you refill it. Okay, so you don't have to go through the trouble of taking them back out. Only way I really would take them out if something was wrong, if it was getting jammed or something like that, I would take it out and look at it. Other than that, you just take this off, fill it up, put the lid back on, and then, get to the good part. Now, for this one, in the back, there's I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a little better. There's a door right here. Mind you, I'm 6'5", so this is, real low. You won't be able to see much of me, but you'll definitely see what I'm doing. Now, there's a door right here that twists off. So this lock also twists out, the same as the first lock. Same exact lock on here. This door will pop off. And then all your coins will be in this tray. Alright, so this whole tray will be filled with coins. If you have a good spot, this whole tray will be filled with coins. that's pretty much how you collect on a monthly basis. Now, that's pretty much it for that one. Now this one is a U-turn machine. The U-turn machine is a little more complicated. Now, this one, there's a key up here. It's the same with the twisting. You just twist it. I don't have the key to this, but it's open. You turn this lock, the top will come off. All right, take the top off. Take the cover off. These pop out. These is where the candy goes. These come out, and then you simply fill these up, and you collect your money from here. So your money will be actually in these little cups. And the same thing for this. This whole thing will lift off here, and you do the same for these for the bottom row. All right, so it's pretty much that simple. In terms of how to service them, that's pretty much it. You just want to make sure it's clean. Make sure these mechanisms don't get jammed. So that's pretty much what you're checking for when you're servicing it, and making sure it's actually dispensing the right amount of candy. So you could adjust how much candy comes out of all of these dispensers. So so you're making sure you're not giving too much or too little candy for for the value that you're charging, which is a quarter. So I would typically set it to where I would get a handful out, and that would be how I know I got enough. I was dispensing enough to get a return and make a profit. If it was a point where it was almost 2 handfuls, then I know it was too much coming out. I wouldn't make no money doing it that way. And you just want make it enough for the people that feel like they got they fill, but you don't want to cheat yourself. All right. So with the gumballs only actually come out one at a time. So these are actually your highest profit item. Now, since they come out one at a time, that's like you're getting way more profit than you're getting from any other candy that you use. So in terms of return, a box of gumballs costs $38 and some change, and off that $38 you make $212 back and some change. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I'm pretty sure it's something like that. So I believe that the box has about 850 gumballs for $38. So if you times 25 cents times 850, that's your number. So that's a real good profit. There's actually another machine you could get it only serves gumballs. I'm pretty sure you guys seen that as a gumball machine. Those are really good too. They have a real high return because you're not selling anything but gumballs. But those have to be in a really high traffic area because the gumballs will go stale before all those gumballs can actually sell. So if you have a really high traffic area, great, use that. If not, you want to try to stick to these. If you have a good location, stick to these ones, the U-turn machines. If you have a bigger spot, and there's super high traffic, then of course the gumball machines that get you the most for your money. All right. So some positives and negatives. So positives about this style of vending is extremely passive. So with these, you fill them up once a month, maybe 2 times a month is if it's a popular spot, and then that's it. So you might come at the beginning of the month, and you're not going to come back until the end of the month. At the end of the month, you're going to collect your money, fill the canisters all the way back up to the top. You don't have to come back until the following month. So it's real passive. It doesn't require a lot of your time. The negative part. Now, I built these up. I actually started with 4 U-turn machines, and I built it up to the point where I had over 20. So once you get to the point where you have that many locations, you want to do your best to try to keep them close together. So if your route is tight and it's close, and you have them like every other block or so, it would be better. Because what happened was, with me personally, mine started getting spread out. So I had a lot throughout my city. I live in Philadelphia, and it would take a lot of time on my day, on my collection day, on my service day, to get to every spot. Now, mind you, it would take a whole day, but but for what it actually was, it's not bad. But it does require a lot of time to get to every spot, fill it up, collect the money. So just be mindful of that. I mean, that's probably the biggest negative. And also using the right products in the summertime, because the peanuts, the chocolate M&Ms and different type of micronites and whatnot, those things will melt in the summer if they're in the heat. So you have to make sure they're in a cool spot. Sometimes you can't control that because if your location is hot, you just have to find a better product to use. You could probably use all gumballs or do whatever you have to do to make sure it makes sense and it works. You don't want it you don't want to just have it sitting in there and it's melting and it's stuck together and people put money in and it won't come out. So things like that you have to watch out for. So how much do they make? I would say with these machines, my best locations made around $50. So $50 for the month. All right. With the U-turn machines, my best locations made around $100. So what I collected typically in a month would be between maybe $900 to $1,000. But again, I had a lot of machines. So if you're just looking for some quick, maybe a couple $100 passive income, grab a couple of these, and there you go. Especially for kids, if they're making $50 a month off of each machine, they might have 5 of these. That's more than enough money, for somebody that's young and they just need some pocket money and they just want to get experience in business and get experience with spending that money to make a profit and that type of thing. All right, so one thing I would recommend that you use is these bags, right? So I'll leave a link for all these stuff in the description. So I'll leave a link where you can get these, a link where you could get the U-turn machines, a link where you can get the bags. Now these bags probably cost around $15 for a few of them. Only reason I suggest these is because these are fabric and they won't rip. When you're collecting change out of these machines, if you're collecting $800 $100 and change, it's very heavy. So any bag that I've tempted to use always rip. Like plastic bags, book bags, whatever you could think of, I pretty much tried. These are the only thing that has worked for me, and they have done a pretty good job. You put the change of hair, tie it up, and it's pretty much and you'll be pretty much good to go. Other bags really don't work. It's going to rip. All right, so these machines typically cost, I want to say $200 maybe online, and these ones probably cost around $300 to $400 online. They're a little more expensive. You can find this on Craigslist for cheaper, but then you only thing about getting this stuff off of Craigslist, you have to make sure that it works, because a lot of times they be jammed or just not working properly. It might be dirty. If you buy it offline, if you buy it like something like Amazon or whatever, you'll know it's working properly, and you'll kind of get a fresh start with it. But it's it's really about your budget. If you can afford to get it new off of Amazon, then great, get it new, $200. There you go, get you started. And you can use your profits to grow the route, and do it that way. That's pretty much how I did it when I started. And the same thing for these. I think these go online for maybe around 400 new, something in that range. Most of the products that you'll use for the bulk candy machines, you can get from Sam's Club, or you can even search online, and they'll have a lot of different selections that you'll be able to use for that business. If you're really interested in getting started in the vending machine business and you want to make sure you get started off on the right foot, I have an ebook, The 6 Steps on How to Successfully Start a Vending Machine Business. I'll leave a link in the description. Check it out. Hopefully this video was helpful. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also follow us on Instagram @TheVendingBiz, and check out our website at thevendingbizphilly.com. Thanks.